Do you know why the minimum order quantity for hair orders is reduced from high quantity to low quantity? Even one piece you can get wholesale price from hair vendors. You can see all on internet, one piece wholesale direct factory price, one bundle wholesale direct factory price. All you can see. As you know, the economic enters a downturn, and many people blame the internet for impacting the traditional physical stores. A lot of traditional store owners were very anti-internet in the beginning. Recently, I read a book which was told about a story about America, which is very, very similar to China nowadays. This was a mom and pop store. They sell office supplies offline. That's pretty good and good business for them. They took 80% of the local government's supplies. Later, there was a big platform, the biggest platform in America, told them that, seduced them that, come to my platform. You can sell bigger quantity and faster on my platform. You come. And in the beginning, yes, they did sell very fast because the platform directs the online traffic flows to this merchant, and they sell good. But after some time, the platform found a factory to produce the same model and same products and sell half price, and day by day, the merchant, the mom and pop store owners, they found that their selling was getting less and less because the platform took their customers. But it was too late. They could not go back to sell the office supplies offline like before, because customers are already used to do the shopping online. And moreover, the platform established a government procurement center and hired a person in charge of the government procurement center. He was very familiar with the US government procurement policy, and the platform pushes down the prices very, very low for the same product. But don't forget, the platform had no customers at the beginning. Remember that mom and pop store, the categories are created by the store at the beginning. And the customers are also brought by the merchant, because the merchant has regular customer before they enter this platform. And more customers shop on the platform. After the online traffic is getting bigger and bigger, so the platform started to find factories for OEM production and has its own products, but the customer, but they're on the platform still the same customer, so they took the customers, they took the customer from the merchant. And what you need to note is, on this platform, every merchant sell, every order, they have to give like 15% to 30% of the commission to the platform. You understand? So that means if you are a customer, you buy products from the merchant on the platform, actually there is 15% to 30% of commission added on the products already. But this platform found the factories to produce and to have its own products to sell, So it means the price is much lower, at least 15% to 30% lower, and still, of course, it's much lower than that. It's much lower than 30%. You understand me? So it's not very, very good business in this industry. And since customers are getting used to shopping online, the platform protects the local customers' rise and interest. So the customers like this platform very much. But the original merchants were very, very bleak and dismal and some were barely getting by. Some small and medium suppliers used to do good business offline, but after moving to the platforms, you understand, there are a lot of platforms in the world now, like Ali, Shein, a lot in the local US platform, the biggest one, you know which one I'm talking about. And after moving to the platform, the customers was snatched away by the platform, because they also sell products. And once you sell products on the platform, you need to give commission. Actually, the customer paying high price. So if you don't sell the products online, and other merchants will come. Don't forget, at the beginning, the platform had no customer, had no merchants. They just need to seduce. They just need to seduce some to the platform and help them to generate the categories, like the name of the products, which is the hot selling word, keywords, to help the platforms. So more and more customers come. The platform will go to talk to different vendors. They will go to talk to different vendors, merchants. They will say, hey, you see this merchant, they're selling good on our site now. Why not join us? So they talk to different, and more merchants come. But this is a kind of trick at the later time. Many factories will become sweatshops. Do you know why? Don't forget, when you sell products on the platform, you need to give commission, 15% to 30%. And what are these shopping platforms and e-commerce platforms getting from all the merchants? Laborers work at least 12 hours a day or even longer. Like me, I keep working until I sleep. I sleep like 8 hours. I sleep 7 hours. And the rest of the time I work. I am working for the rest of the time until I'm sleeping. Do you know? The body are extremely worn out. These giant platforms are actually very, very smart. Every city these predators go to a large extent, they have to squeeze out the local people, the government, and the suppliers. Do you know why I'm saying this? In the past, many people thought that the internet was an innovation and change in technology, which brought inconvenience to many people, and these platforms please all customers, but slowly earn back from customers, damage suppliers and government, and the cat lives, everything dies. Do you know why? When this giant move to a city which is not very developed, and the local government of the city needs some big companies to help them to generate the jobs for the local people. And also every year they will generate a lot of taxes. But for example, every year the giant company, the platform will generate like 100 million taxes, but the local government cannot take these taxes out of them. Maybe they can only take 10%, 10 million, and the rest of 99 million, the giant platform will keep it. So the government has very, very less money to spend on the local facilities, the local people welfares. They need a lot of money to build the city. So where are this money from? Of course, this money is from the local people. The local government need to add taxes on the workers, So who pay for this price? Workers pay for this price. Local people pay for this price. But the government cannot leave the giant platforms because they help them to generate a lot of jobs. They do something good to to the city, but also bring some damages. You understand me? Because a lot of they're selling, they will squeeze the a lot of merchants. They will like, it's like a monopoly. It's like a monopoly in the area. So you will see recent years, you will see a lot of anti-monopoly regulations are released by the local government. I think this is good. Anti-monopoly regulations must be released by the government to have a fair, a balanced development for the people, for the city, for the suppliers, merchants. But for us in China, we do very some kind of bad here. A lot of merchants, you don't sell on the platform. The other hair vendors will come. You don't have when you don't have margin on the platform, you will need to think about other way to earn the money back from the customers. Do you understand me? You are not only competing, the merchants, the hair vendors are not only competing with the other hair vendors, they're also competing with the platform itself. If the platform is also selling the same model, same product. This thing is happening in China. Some big giant platform, they also find factories to produce the same model products to sell on their own platforms. Why? There are a lot of vendors selling on their platform too. So they are competing with each other. Who has the most competitive advantage? Of course, the platform has the most competitive advantage because merchants on the side need to pay commission to the platform. You see, already 15%, 30% commission, margin lose. So customers always want very, very low price. They want very, very low price. That's why in the beginning of this video, I say one bundle, one piece of hair, wholesale factory price. That's why I was saying this in the beginning. But I think if we don't do some anti-monopoly regulations for this society, sooner or later, actually the customers, I mean you are paying the price. Sooner or later, do you know why I'm saying this? It's happening in the world. Because the merchants will make low quality price of hair to sell on the online, so they can compete with the platform itself. When the platform they get 30% of the money from the hair vendors, that means the hair vendors price is higher 30% than the platform itself. So the hair vendors the merchants need to figure out a way to control the cost. How can you control the cost? Lower quality, lower cost. That's the only way. Lower quality, lower cost. That's most of the vendors are doing this. Lower cost, so they can compete with the giant. Because on the platform, customer can search the product, can search the hair, lace wig, bundles, lace closure, lace bundle. They can compare which is who is selling the lowest price. Who is selling the lowest price? Ladies, customers are always looking for the lowest price. They never think about the quality. They never think about it. Like they never think about the monopoly, the suppliers, merchants, the relationship between the merchants, the relationship between the factories and the government. They don't think about it. But you need to understand the cost. There's a cost for the products. So they always, probably they will lower the quality, sell lower price to compete with other vendors, with other platforms like this. That's how they can survive. Do you understand? That's how they can survive. In my other videos, I show you there are some old ladies working in the factories. Old people working in the factory, work day and night. You search online, Chinese people are working day and night only when we sleep, and only when we're sleeping. We are working day and night. We are working day and night. That's how we can control the cost. We work hard, and not much welfare. To be honest, not much welfare like in the US, like in in Europe. Unless and they take the hair, the seller from the US, the seller from the US take the hair from me, from us. They sell higher price in the city. But see, if they want to compete, a lot of vendors, they need to lower the quality. That's the point now. I'm saying that's why you will always see people are switching hair vendors all the time. They're switching hair vendors all the time, and people who are in this hair business for a long time, they will find out that the hair quality is not like before. The hair quality is not like before. It's all because of the platform merchants competing and how they squeeze with each other. I don't sell the hair on Alibaba. I don't sell. But I need to tell you, there are a lot of bad vendors that use my information. Mejor Milagros Wholesale Hair. They use my information, Mejor Milagros Wholesale Hair, to sell hair on Alibaba. I don't care because they cannot steal my face. They cannot. I keep making and teaching you guys. So sooner or later, it's the customer, is you to pay the price, because you are switching the hair vendors all the time. You are looking for hair influencers. You're looking for hair reviews, right? Every day you're looking for hair review because you need to be convinced by people which hair vendor is good. Because now the market is destroyed. It's just totally destroyed. You don't know who to trust. It's very, very hard to find the vendors. Very, very hard to find the vendors because it's very, very, very competitive for a lot of business nowadays. So this internet, the technology is like a good technology. Make it convenient for people to shop online, but also bring damage for industries. So we always need a balance. I don't sell my hair business on those platforms. I sell on my own website. I talk to people on YouTube. I teach people. Keep teaching people how this is happening, how they can avoid this, how to think in a logistic way.